You've been a bad man. And the writer, he hates bad man. What do you think? I'm the ghostwriter. Yes, it's Halloween, that time of year when everyone dresses up. Kids go round to people's houses looking for sweets and fresh baked cookies from that nice elderly lady in the next street. Although I think that's probably not allowed these days. Of course, in the pony world, this celebration is called Nightmare Moon. Anyway, enough chit chat, time is candy. This is Lunar Eclipse. This episode starts with Spike and Twilight getting ready for the Nightmare Night celebrations when they get some geysers at the door, led by Pinkie Pie. And of course, Pip Squeaks with them. Trust me, he'll play a big part in this episode, or at least he appears in every couple of scenes. After that, Twilight and Spike join the celebrations in the centre of town, being run by their other friends, except Rarity. Odd.
Now, all the little ponies who have been out collecting sweets should follow our friend Zecora.
Ahem, bridal gossip. Ahem. Of course, all the fillies follow Zecora into Everfree Forest, and she tells them about the tale of Nightmare Moon. Actually, this scene is very well animated and written. I mean, I know it's mostly exposition. Well, Zecora exposition, so it's all in rhyme, but it gets across what the celebration is about without being pointlessly boring. But then Nightmare Moon arrives and is met with a rather unfriendly reception, which of course upsets her so much that she goes to the statue rather than leaving via the carriage she just jumped down from. Yeah, this is one of the many logic nitpicks in this episode. Twilight then tries to help Nightmare Moon make a better impression on the other ponies by taking her to meet the shyest, most timid pony in all of Equestria, Fluttershy, who is so shy and timid she's afraid of Nightmare Night. Yay! Of course, giving Nightmare Moon some elocution lessons does make some sense given that her voice can literally blow ponies away. However...
A little quieter, Princess.
How is this?
Now you're getting it.
And how about now?
Yes, well done.
wasn't she talking like that the whole time? Of course, while Nightmare Moon is thanking Fluttershy for her help, Pinkie Pie appears and scares the fillies. Then when they go back to town, Fluttershy's elocution lessons don't seem to help at first. But then Twilight asks Applejack for advice and she suggests...
Loosen up a bit, be positive, play a few games, have some fun. Fun?
Funnily enough, that was the first scene I ever saw of MLP, although it was dubbed over with a scene from Skyrim. Anyway, Applejack's suggestion that Nightmare Moon have fun with the other ponies seems to go over well. She even suggests they call her Luna. That is until Pinkie Pie scares the fillies and this strange scene plays out.
Fun!
Pray tell, what purpose did that serve? Sweet Celestia! After the village is trashed, again, and Luna has decreed that Nightmare Night be cancelled forever, we're given this really rather touching scene.
Leave me be, Twilight Sparkle.
But you have to believe me when I tell you that Nightmare Night is one of the most popular celebrations we have.
Yes, I can tell by all the adoring shrieks of the children as they run away.
Now I like this scene because it's a good example of show don't tell, because they could have just said Luna's upset and moved on, but this scene on the bridge makes Luna's feelings much more believable. So Twilight decides to get Pinkie Pie and Luna into a quiet spot to make amends, and this is where you'll find my biggest gripe with this episode. Now it's not unlike Pinkie to get so swept up in the fun that she doesn't notice what's going on around her, and through most of the episode you could say that she's just entertaining the fillies. In this scene there are no fillies. In fact, she even says she's not afraid of Nightmare Moon, so this time she screams and runs away just seems like bullying. Of course this gives Twilight Sparkle yet another idea. So Creepy Statue Take 2, and I won't point out that they reused the previous scene here. After Luna scares the fillies, we get this little scene from Pip.
Yeah, Nightmare Night is my favorite night of the year.
Well then, we shall have to bring Nightmare Night back!
Whoa! You're my favorite princess ever!
We'll never see him again. And then we're given our moral of the day from Twilight and the episode finishes off. Despite a lot of nitpicks in this episode and Pinkie Pie's behaviour throughout it, this episode is well written and well animated. It's also one of the most in-depth looks of the ruling sisters. So would I say this is a good episode? I'm going to say yes. Hell yes.